Hail, post-pubescent faunophiles, and welcome to the Maggot Has Nothing Better to Do show. Tonight our guest is Blorg, the wearer of lubricated undergarments, who I can only surmise is here as punishment for some past sin. As those of you who watch the vegan news empire already know, Blorg is host of a highly questionable news show called Your Galaxy Today. I'd welcome you to the show, but it goes against everything I believe.
It's nice to be here, Maggot. Oh, and wearer of lubricated undergarments isn't my last name. It's Talwart, Blorg Talwart.
How nice for you. But we prefer to be informal here. Can I just call you the asshat? Don't answer. You'll live longer. Anyways, Your Galaxy Today is a quote-unquote news source that has been increasing in popularity by leaps and bounds, which just goes to show you that we vegans aren't nearly as smart as we think we are. For example, they have spent the last several months reporting on the Michael Jackson child molestation trial. Who the fuck is Michael Jackson?
You mean you don't know? He's my idol. He wraps music and sexual dementia into a smooth, cohesive pop culture phenomenon.
I thought that's what you did, back before we wrote the no singing part into your contract.
Well, yeah. How could you have not heard of Michael Jackson? That's like not having heard of Artemis Fourth, or Britney Spears.
That still doesn't explain why we should give a rat's ass. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. No offense, the asshat, but your show seems to contain as much responsible reporting as Frugal's diary.
In yesterday's entry, Maggott serviced me sexually.
Well, you have to understand, we attempt to present a balanced viewpoint. So many other news shows have an agenda. Leftists and ultra-conservatives only present stories that support their particular viewpoint. On Your Galaxy Today, we try to show the real truth behind these issues.
Last month, you ran a spot on how the Galactic Senate is attempting to crush our freedoms through the Merchant Defense Act, right on the heels of a report on how they're not doing enough to protect us from piracy. From your office in Vega Sector, in which the Galactic Senate has about as much authority as a jar of mustard.
Now let's be fair, Maggot. A jar of mustard can command a surprising amount of influence on this planet. Just last week, I got a Maggottonian to go and vote for the More Poontang for Frugal Act by offering him a rack of ribs.
That's exactly my point. If they bribe us with food, they can get our obedience for about 30 seconds, and that's it.
It's kinda like being a parent.
For the love of God, please tell me you don't speak from experience. There are already too many circumstances in which you're legally allowed to say who's your daddy.
What? You mean you've never met my beautiful children?
Having met our loving and benevolent to the point of inviting mockery God in person, it would be my guess that even though he does his best never to interfere in the lives of mortals against their will, the sheer horror of frugal babies would put him in a state of temporary dementia in which he'd find it compulsive to prevent the occurrence via a rain of brimstone or at least a fire axe.
Well, God has come after me with a fire axe once or twice, but it wasn't for that. No, I have many beautiful children. I have pictures of them in my wallet.
Why do I get an image of someone who looks kinda like you, lying in an alley with a cappuccino-mashaped dent on his forehead?
Because you're a judgmental prick. Look here. This one is Daphne. This one is little Joey. This one is Mandy Lynn. Oh, they grow up so fast.
Frugal, we did the take a dump and put it in baby clothes joke last week, remember?
Oh, wait, yeah, these are the wrong pictures. Though I am just as proud of these. I'm putting this one through college. Anyway, here's my real children. See?
This is, perhaps, the most disturbing thing I've ever seen in my life.
Then obviously I haven't been doing my job. Wait. Actually, I guess it means I am doing my job. Aren't they adorable?
That's exactly what's disturbing. They are. They are painfully cute.
Yep. That's the real Mandy Lynn. She's starting 3rd grade next month.
But this begs the question as to what kind of woman could ever be so unfortunate as to bear your young.
On the advice of my attorney, I'm not supposed to talk about it. He also says that for their own safety, I should kill anyone who displays any knowledge of it.
Why am I not surprised? Is that why little Joey here,
Yep. He's got his mother's tentacles.
Though I'm going to make a different guess as to who he inherited the cappuccino machine from.
You'd think so, but actually, You know what? I'm not supposed to talk about it.
Great.
Hey guys, did you forget about me?
Obviously, since you're not in any physical pain.
The contract says you've got to mention my new book.
Yeah, I'm surprised nobody told you. My contract says that if you mention your contract, I'm obligated to kill you. The only reason you're still alive is I don't give a rat's ass about my contract either, and it's a good thing because technically after I shoot you, I'm supposed to bill the cost of my ammunition to your family.
I shudder to think what a bullet from a Maggottonian mooncracker pistol costs.
Well, just the antimatter core runs about 50,000 credits.
You put antimatter in a bullet? Are you stupid?
Let's find out.